Today, we're ditching the old traditional donuts and we are upgrading to the Japanese mochi donut. We have a crazy lineup right here in front of us. I mean, check this out. We have the Fruity Pebbles, we have an Oreo, we have the OG original glazed donut, we have the Churro donut, and we have a cinnamon sprinkled glazed donut. This right here is the ultimate lineup for any fiesta. Apparently they're like regular donuts, but like 10 times better. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect, but my taste buds are buckled up and I am ready to dive headfirst into these awesome looking donuts. Your American is trying on these Japanese donuts for his first time, and I cannot wait to get started. And I've got a great feeling that these are about to be out of this world. So stay tuned and find out which one is my favorite at the end. We're kicking things off with one that screams childhood nostalgia. The Fruity Pebbles Mochi Donut. Right here in front. This looks exquisite. It has some pink glazing to go right along with the theme of the Fruity Pebbles, and it looks phenomenal. This thing is coated with sprinkles of that Fruity Pebbles, and gosh, I think I need a glass of milk. Oh yeah, milk time. All right, well, let's go in for our Fruity Pebbles. Just look at it. It is a vibrant explosion of colors encrusted in those sugary, crunchy little pebbles. Here we go. Whoa! I just love that those Fruity Pebbles are still so crunchy. It gives this such a huge texture. Bam! This is crazy. First impressions, what's not to love? It's definitely different. The texture is the first thing that hits you. It's not cakey or doughy like a regular donut. It's like bouncy, it's chewy. I got a smile just non-stop right now. This is so nostalgic eating this Fruity Pebbles, and the Fruity Pebbles coating is exactly what you would expect. The Fruity Pebbles gives it this nice sweet and fruity flavor. However, I do have to say it does give it a touch of that artificial sweetness that I don't necessarily prefer in my desserts. This one is a really good start. However, I'm really excited to jump into my next one. And also the texture. I think the texture is probably the most important part right here. The texture plays a huge difference in this experience versus a normal traditional American donut. This springiness, bounciness of this bite is so much fun. It's so creative and it's great and I love it. Before we move on to the next flavor though, I did just learn an amazing fact about these donuts. I thought that it was just like a playful thing, the way that they were all set up in these little circular balls, like in a ring. However, they're actually meant to be shareable, which is not like an American donut. So these are actually meant to be shared, and you can rip them apart really, really easily, which I really like about that. Now you just pull one little thing apart and eat it. It's awesome. Okay, with my newfound mochi donut knowledge, let's move on to our very next contestant in our lineup. We have the Churro donut. This one right here, I mean, come on, I'm in Los Angeles, right? So churros are an abundant thing here. How could they not make a play? This is coated in cinnamon and sugar and deep fried. That sounds like $1,000, but it's not. It's only $3. This one absolutely smells incredible. Now let's see if it lives up to the hype. Oh, whoa. Okay, mind blown. This is a flavor explosion. Whoa, completely took me off guard. I thought it was gonna be very similar to a churro, but it's not. It doesn't have that crunchy outside texture that you would find with a churro, where it's like very deep fried. No, this is actually really soft, and that texture, man, the texture of these mochi donuts are just outstanding. They're so bouncy and fluffy and springy, and it's unlike anything that I've ever had before. before. You get that initial burst of cinnamon sugar, just like a churro. But then that chewy mochi texture kicks in, and it's a whole different experience. It's like a churro and gummy candy coming together and meeting halfway in the middle right there. They just have this fun characteristic about them. And what I like is that the sugar levels is actually not too out of this world or like too intense. It's nice and subtle. And let's go ahead and jump into our very next contestant, the Oreo mochi donut. This Oreo mochi donut is coated in crushed Oreo cookies, and it looks absolutely decadent. My inner cookie monster is doing a little shimmy right now, a little cookie dance. I can't wait to get into this. It looks good. Some of the crumbles have already started to fall off. All right, let's go in for our bite. Oh, that is dangerous. That is so dangerous. The slightly salty crunch of these Oreo cookies sprinkled on top of this super chewy mochi donut is like a texture bomb right now. I am feeling so many things. The mouth feel of this donut particularly is just an insane combination. Awesome donut, awesome texture, awesome flavors. I don't even know, by far maybe the best one because the Oreos are actually still super crispy. The Fruity Pebbles one, not as crunchy as the Oreos. The Oreos really held themselves together on this, and they have that nice, outstanding crunch. The chocolate is supreme. What's not to love? This could be my favorite thus far. The balance of sweet, chocolate, and saltiness is just like a tremendous combination, and 2 thumbs up, you guys. Seriously, if you're an Oreo fan or even a chocolate fan, this is a game changer. Which brings us to our next contestant. We have the original, the OG mochi donut, and I don't know why I didn't taste this one first, but let's get into it now. Better late than never, am I right? It's got some serious glazing going on top, so it's gonna probably be more on the plain side compared to the rest of these. Sometimes less is more. Oh, interesting. Wow, it reminds me a lot of a Krispy Kreme donut, original glazed. But man, I'm telling you guys, this texture, the texture that they have, the texture is the star of the show here. It has a very subtle sweetness, almost a hint of rice flour in there as well. It's not as immediately exciting as the Fruity Pebbles or the Churro or the Oreo, but there's a certain satisfying simplicity to this particular donut. It's so Moorish, and I can definitely see why it's the original. It's just the most purest form of a mochi donut. It's delicious, it's phenomenal, it's incredible, and it's super simple. It's kind of like the unsung hero of the bunch. And now we have our final contestant. We have this cinnamon sprinkled sugar glazed donut, mochi donut right here, and this one is going to be our final contestant of today's show. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This one looks super simple, but we know better now, don't we? Okay, let's go in for our first bite. Oh yeah. Actually, that one is better than the churro. This one is nice and more subtle. This one is more similar to the original glazed donut, but with some nice aroma and taste profile of that cinnamon. It's delicious. It's amazing. I wouldn't switch it up for anything. In fact, I could probably eat one more of those. You get that initial hint of sweet glaze and warm cinnamon, which is instantly like comforting and familiar. It's almost like having horchata. But then bam! The chewiness hits you, and it's like your classic donut gone into a completely different universe. This one is definitely like a sneaky favorite of mine. It's like the low-key sneaky link of all of these donuts right here. This is what I'm talking about. That's some fire. Well, folks, that was quite the adventure. We took a little trip to Japan and we came back That's what happened. We transported a little bit. And I have to say, as my final testimony to these donuts, these aren't just donuts. They're an experience. The texture is unlike anything I've ever had before. They're bouncy and they're fun and they're creative and the flavors are outstanding and some of them a little bit better than the others, but that just goes like any other kind of donut out there. So my verdict, without the OG, none of the other ones would be here right now. So mad respect to this one. And now you guys are gonna have to let me know which one you guys want to try, where you're gonna go, and if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly food videos, and I'll catch you guys in my next adventure.